Jesus taught us that, you can obey every rule and every law, and you can even teach the rules and the laws, and yet completely miss the point. I mean, think about that. Obey all the rules, all the laws, teach all the rules and all the laws, and completely miss the point for the rules and the laws. Food was a big one, and the religious leaders of his day, they spent so much attention and detail getting the foods that they eat just right. What food they couldn't eat, what they had to do to eat a certain food, hand washing ceremonies, which were off the charts. What they had to go through just to eat food. And food was always a topic with Jesus, because the people he was around had made food one of the biggest issues concerning their religion. What you could eat, what you couldn't eat. And it was big time stuff. The implication was that if you ate the wrong thing, God wouldn't love you, or maybe you wouldn't love God. And I think sometimes us human beings have this tendency to just get religion backwards. And I think it's because, if we're good at something, like let's say we're really good at the law of eating food. We have the best diet plan. We're buffed, we got abs of steel, and we have that discipline down to a science. It seems to be that us human beings have this tendency to then make it the most important of all laws. Every other law pales in comparison to that particular law we're good at. It's almost like we are hijacking God's thoughts and words that are supposed to motivate us and help us grow and kind of keep us in boundaries that'll bless our life. And we hijack those rules so that we can temporarily feel superior to somebody else. When laws got in the way of people connecting together, of people getting to know each other, of people experiencing a good life, then all of a sudden it wasn't the real intent of the law. So at one time in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus said, I'm abolishing all the food laws. If you pray for it and call it blessed and sanctified, you can eat it. And it blew their minds. It took this weapon of superiority away from them. And he said it this way, he said, you cannot become godly by what you put in your mouth, because at best it just goes into your stomach and proves nothing. Godly people are people that put good stuff in their heart, and then because it's in their heart, it comes out of their mouth and it ministers and it blesses and it reaches people. When we create laws in our life, it's awesome that we have the laws of God in our life. It can really help us. But it is not there to be better than, or to block people away from, or to put people down, or to lift ourselves up. It's simply there to help us do what we've always been called to do. Become empowered people who connect with God's people and learn that God is doing amazing things in everyone's life. And that as we get into their life and tune in, we'll find there's the good, the bad, the ugly, and they're in the process of God doing His work in their life. And discovering what God is doing in somebody's life is really discovering the glory of God.